Over 5 days in Brunswick, Georgia, jurors heard from witnesses called by federal prosecutors, former colleagues and neighbors, forensic experts, law enforcement officers, and even, indirectly, from the 3 defendants in their own words, through text messages and social media posts read out loud in. Only one witness was called by the defense on behalf of Greg McMichael, a woman who testified that McMichael had on one occasion also went to check out a white stranger near the neighborhood, evidence that his vigilantism extended to all, regardless of race. No witnesses testified for either Travis McMichael or Roddy Bryan. Closing arguments for both sides will begin on Monday, keeping the multiracial jury sequestered over the weekend. To achieve a guilty verdict, the jury must be convinced that the 3 defendants had racial motive and intent when they chased and killed Ahmaud Arbery on a public street. It was precisely Ahmaud's use of the public street that set them off. That boils down to, a black man running down the street had to be a thief, Bernstein told jurors. In the eyes of the defendants, vermin, Travis McMichael, his father, Greg McMichael, and their neighbor, William Roddy Bryan, were already convicted of murder in a state trial last year, and sentenced to life in prison. But that trial didn't dig into the motive for the murder. All 3 defendants decided, based on the color of Ahmaud's skin, that he had to be in the neighborhood to commit crimes, stated Bernstein. And the evidence and testimony, she said, would prove that, all 3 defendants talked behind closed doors about race. Details of ugly, closed-doors conversations about race came out in court, as prosecutors presented dozens of examples taken from the defendants' cell phone records and social media. The jury was presented with racist memes, text messages, and Facebook posts, including one in which Travis McMichael wished for a semi-automatic rifle, to shoot black protesters, a sentiment echoed by his father Greg McMichael, who posted that a gun in hand is worth a whole police force on the phone. Greg McMichael's phone encryption kept investigators out of his texts, but they were able to access some content via his iCloud account. In one video played for the jury, father and son laugh about trespassing on private property while hunting, joking Terry's private property and then Terry's private property, you know? Evidence from the 3rd defendant, Roddy Bryan, was riddled with racial slurs, and prosecutors noted the timing of